Disclaimer: this video delves into sensitive topics like violence, drugs, and off-putting lyrics, so if you or anyone is not of age or triggered by any of the content, do not partake in watching this video. Also, the images, lyrics, and videos from these respective artists are used only for commentary and educational purposes. These images or videos are not mine, so with that, enjoy the video.
Encore was supposed to be another classic in Eminem's catalog, following the success of his previous 3 albums from the Slim Shady LP to the Marshall Mathers LP to the Eminem Show. Encore was not only meant to be his last hurrah to the rap game, but also closing off the story of his entire career as a rapper, and moving on to things like producing and business. But due to different issues such as leaks and a rising drug addiction, it ended up derailing the entire project, with it going from another masterpiece to a lackluster parody of itself. So today we're going to be talking about the downfall of Encore, and how it could have been a 4th classic in his catalog if it wasn't for these problems. Before we begin, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more content. Starting off with the leaks, in 2003, a bunch of unfinished material from Eminem's camp ended up being leaked in a compile CD called Straight from the Lab, which featured many of the songs intended to be on Encore. Songs like Bully, We As Americans, Cannabitch, Love You More that were intended to be on the album ended up either going on a bonus CD or just being left in the void of unreleased music from Eminem. The person that was responsible for this leak was none other than Eminem's brother Nathan, who, when he was given the burnt CD of unreleased songs from his brother, ended up loosing the CD to one of his friends who ended up leaking the songs to the public. And with the leaks happening, that would cause Eminem to have to rush back to LA with Dr. Dre to then remake new songs for the album to put out, which ended up turning out poorly due to most of the songs being written less than 20 minutes, with him being under the influence of pills not helping. Because of the premature release of those songs, it not only ended up skewering the entire project, but it also ended up derailing the hot streak he was on. Eminem even said in multiple interviews on Double XL and his own podcast on how, if it weren't for the leaks that came before the album's release, Encore would have been a completely different project.
Yeah. So he had I guess that would be a similar situation when we had the leaks, because Bully, the Cannabis song,
We As Americans?
Bully, We As Americans, Love You More.
There's an intruder.
Yeah. And I had 7 songs from it
that
leaked.
Yeah.
And it was half the album. So I had to go back
Was
in.
that Who Kid? That Who Kid?
If that wouldn't have happened, if that would not have happened,
Wow.
if the leaks wouldn't have happened and it would have been the best song, it would have been the best songs from Encore would have made it with those songs, and then it would have been definitely a more solid
Still a
product.
great album.
But besides leaks, another major problem that ended up plaguing the creation of the album was drugs. Eminem's drug addiction was another huge factor as to why the album did so poorly. It all starts during the filming of 8 Mile in 2001, where when the movie was being shot, Eminem decided to sober up to be able to keep up with the demand of filming. But once the filming of 8 Mile wrapped up, Eminem got back on drugs, but this time it was even worser than before, with Eminem experimenting with harder drugs during this period. So by the time it came to the point where he had to rewrite some of the songs of Encore after the leaks, not only were they rushed, but were made when Eminem was in some of his drugged up episodes, which led to the creations of the goofy songs seen on the album. Eminem himself would also mention this fact in interviews, saying, "So now I go make Ass Like That, Big Weenie, Rain Man, all those silly songs, which I'm writing in fucking seconds at that point in time. I was just writing high and feeling good about what I'm doing, because I got fucking 20 Vicodin in me, and this is fun to do, and I'm having fun, so fuck it." By the time the album Encore came out, it ended up getting a lukewarm reception. While Encore did well in terms of sales, being that this was after the Eminem Show, an 8 Mile run Eminem went on in 2002, it ended up receiving mixed reviews, with many critics from different sources criticizing the album for its uneven quality, lackluster lyrics, and mediocre production, with even some fans from commenting on the sad decline of the album, ultimately due to issues that were outside of Eminem's control and the mental toll drugs were taking in his mind. The album that was supposed to be a good send-off to the Slim Shady character ended up turning into a black spot in his catalog. So, what did you think about this story? Do you think that if the leaks never happened, that Encore would have been at the same caliber as the Eminem Show? If so, share your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more content.